What's up everyone, Brenden here, and welcome back to another episode of Gaming Details. In this week's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a few of the Borderlands games, but first, we're announcing the winners of last episode's giveaway. Our first winner is YouTube user Mob, our second winner is Andrew Cohen, and our third winner is Discord user The Real Ninja. Congrats to the winners, and thank you to everyone who participated in the giveaway. Now let's jump right into the video. Up first, we have a pretty cool detail that's exclusive to PlayStation 4 players only. No offense, Xbox players. When playing any of the Borderlands games on PS4, the DualShock 4 controller's light will change based on which element your weapon uses. For example, when using the fire element, the light will turn orange, or when using the cryo element, it'll turn blue, and so on. I personally play on the Xbox, so I had no idea this was even a feature on the PlayStation controllers, but I must admit it's pretty cool. For our second detail, shortly after meeting Ellie in Borderlands 2, Scooter tells you that if you make fun of her, he'll have to tie you to a vending machine and set you on fire. You might think that he's just messing with you, however, at the entrance to the dust, you can see someone tied to a vending machine who must not have listened to Scooter's threat. Continuing in Borderlands 2, after one of the missions you'll end up in Marcus's weapon storage. If you leave his stuff be, you'll only get this first set of dialogue where he's confused as to how you got in there. However, if you go through and open the loot boxes, he'll have a second set of dialogue scolding you for robbing him.
What the? How the hell did you get back there? Oh, friggin' Vault Hunters. Son of a bitch. Rubbed me blind.
When you play the Borderlands games, it's pretty easy to tell that the developers had quite a sense of humor, even though at times it can seem like a middle schooler came up with the jokes. For example, in Borderlands 3, if you deal 69 damage points to an enemy, you'll hear your character chuckle, because we all know that 69 is the pinnacle of comedy. On to the fifth detail. Towards the beginning of Borderlands 3, Claptrap explains that the original Echo 2 communicators had been recalled and rebranded as grenades, since they had an issue with randomly exploding. Later on in the game, the Echo 2 can be equipped as a grenade mod. Now for a detail that spans to both Borderlands 1 and 2, if you look at the keypads on the vending machines, you'll notice that some of the numbers are out of order. Nothing too crazy going on here, but the 5 is placed before the 4 on the keypad. No one's quite sure on whether the developers did this intentionally as a joke or if it's accidental, but nonetheless, it's still interesting to point out. Up next, we're heading over to Borderlands the PreSequel. If you're playing as Handsome Jack's doppelganger and you wear a non-Hyperion outfit, your jacket will mock the rival manufacturer. For example, this Torque Nitrous jacket now has a slogan that says "Guns for Morons," and the Tediore jacket reads "Cheap and Tacky." Continuing in Borderlands the PreSequel, there is a map that displays regions called Hessen Steppe and Anhalt Ridge. This could be referring to the German states of Hessen and Saxony-Anhalt. Heading back to Borderlands 2, there's a moment in the game where Claptrap asks you to perform multiple tasks for him, and if you do, he'll give you access to his secret stash. However, his hiding spot for the stash is soon uncovered after the debris it was hiding behind falls apart, and you'll notice that the lock on it is actually a miniature Claptrap unit. For our final detail, we're heading over to Borderlands 3. It's common for games to place items such as books or scraps of paper throughout the environment, but they usually just serve as junk or clutter to fill in the space. However, in this game, some of the books that are lying around actually have the script from Borderlands 1's opening cutscene in them. I personally think it says a lot about a game when developers add such details to things they know will likely go unnoticed by many players. Well, that's all the time we have for today's video. I'd like to say thank you again to everyone who participated in the giveaway, as well as those of you who made it to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and leave a comment if you enjoyed today's episode, and be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on to know as soon as we post another video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.